Hey best friend, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, it's your girl Kia. I'm back with another lemonade video of how to start your lemonade business. I have another video just like this one, except it is more budget friendly. This video, however, is for those of you who have a little bit more money to invest in your business. All items mentioned in this video are things I will use or have used. This will be items you will need for a tent setup. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section below this video, or feel free to email me directly at sunnyshakerz@yahoo.com. Now let's get into this video. The very first thing you need to do is call up your local health department and Department of Agriculture to see what licenses and permits you will need to start selling. I cannot help you here. You literally have to go off of what they tell you. Every state down to the city and even the county has different rules and regulations. I live in North Carolina, and in my county they don't regulate lemonade here, and all that was required of me was to make sure I have a hand washing station at my tent. I highly advise you watch and educate yourself on TikTok. That is where I have learned like almost 95% of what I know.
What you think? She trying to caramel apple, y'all.
I'm sorry, not sorry. No.
Oh, that's nice right there.
After you've done all that, now you want to go and buy yourself a tent. The one I have is a 10 by 10, which I think is the more standard size tent, and mine is straight leg. You may like the ones that are angled, and you may not like this brand, so just make sure you have a good tent. This one I got from Walmart for $79. I've seen people upgrade from a tent to converting a horse trailer, a pop-up camper, a regular camper of all sizes, and even an enclosed trailer, and even a bush, y'all. The next thing you want to get is tent weights or sandbags like I have. In my other video, I told you guys the sandbags when filled are 120 pounds, and I don't know why I thought that. Because that's all kinds of wrong. They are only 30 pounds each when filled. You can fill them with rocks or sand. I got these from Amazon for $20.95. And by the way, most of this stuff is from Amazon, just so you know. The next thing you want to do is let everyone know what you are selling, even from afar. So you want to get these 3 by 10 banners. I'd get 4 of these, one for each side of the tent, so customer can see you from either side. I got them on Amazon for $37.95. These will go at the bottom of your tent. This is optional, but I will buy 4 of the 1 by 10 ones for the top of your tent as well, and these are $34.95. So if you like this look, your tent will look about like this. In some places, it may be required that you use a mesh wall at your tent, so I will get these off of Amazon for $190.87. They come with the serving windows as well. I'm looking into getting these myself because when you get to slinging lemons and sugar, baby, you're going to see all kinds of critters coming. The flies and the bees. So this would definitely come in handy. This is also optional, but I feel it is necessary. This is a flag or swoop banner off of Amazon for $72.95. It is super huge, y'all, and I love it. This next one is also optional. It's the order here and pick up here signs for $13.99 off of Amazon. You're going to need a menu board. This style of a menu board I am showing, I see a lot of vendors use with the the neon markers, and they also have the one with the whiteboard, but that one's a little more expensive. This one here is $64.15 off of Amazon. And then another style is this taller one on Amazon as well. And they have 2 different sizes. The 18 by 24 is $86 and the 22 by 28 is $98. This next item is optional too, but I use it especially when I'm set up on dirt or grass to keep my storage bins and any other items off of the bare ground. Is a tarp. This one is size 10 by 10. I got this one off of Amazon for $16.99. Next, you're going to need tables. These 6-foot tables come from Walmart for $54.99 each, and I'd get 2 to 3 of these. You don't really need these next items, but it will make your stand look good. These fitted table covers off of Amazon is $21.99, and they go over the legs of the table. And I like to get the table liners on top of these so you don't damage your table covers. They are also from Amazon for $15.90 each. This isn't the exact liner I got. The one I have came in a 2-pack and it was way cheaper, but it's no longer available on Amazon for some reason. But this one is very similar. Unfortunately, one is about the price of 2 I paid. You're going to need to sit down at times, so I got this chair from Walmart for $8.98. Some people use a fanny pack for handling their cash, but I use this cash box with the bills separated. I got this one from Amazon for $21.99. But I know they sell this exact one at Walmart at about the same price range. If you want to have card transactions as well, I'd recommend getting an iPad or Android tablet and install the Square app. If you want to learn more about that, I will make a separate video for you. Next, you want to get yourself a tip jar. On Amazon, you can search up a bunch of cute ones like this one for $13.99. Besides your menu board, if you want to advertise other items or things like your social media or things like that, you can get this pack of 5 sign holders off of Amazon for $19.99. It's obviously going to be really hot during the summer, so getting 1 or 2 portable fans would definitely help. And this one, which is very similar to the one I got off of TikTok, came from Walmart for $29.99. This is an optional item, but at my tent, I got to have some music. This one I found on Amazon that I'm really thinking about getting because I want to clip it to the side of the tent. This one is $49.95. To keep these devices charged up, you're going to need a power source. So getting this power bank for $73.99 off of Amazon will be great. If you ever have an event that rolls into the night hours, having tent lights will be great. These are string lights off of Amazon for $19.99. You can find all kind of lights to use in your tent that are much brighter. These next 2 items are optional. Getting a calculator in case you need to figure some math in your head, or getting these refill tickets off of Amazon for $7.59 if you plan on doing refills with your business. You want to keep up with your waste, and having your own trash can will help with that. You will for sure need storage bins to keep all your items in, and it will keep things like organized. 27 or 40 gallons are the main ones I feel like you would need. You can get these heavy duty ones from Walmart. The one in the picture is a 40 gallon and it's $26.98. Make sure you have a bottle of hand sanitizer available, and you're going to need gloves. I have been using the I think it's called Nitro gloves off of Amazon for $7.99. This is a pack of 100, but I'm thinking about using the poly gloves or maybe some powder nitro gloves because your hands will get pretty sweaty being in the heat. You want to have something to set your lemons into while on the table, and I currently use a storage bin from Dollar Tree for $5, and it will hold roughly 70 lemons. But eventually I want to buy a wire basket for them, and I found this one for $13.99 on Amazon if you're interested. You're going to need straws, and Amazon is where I shop for those mostly. These are $9.99 with 500 in them. These aren't covered, but they do sell the ones that do. When it comes to the cups you have options. Most vendors I have seen are using the 32-ounce deli containers like I currently use. If you go that route, you can find them at Sam's Club, Restaurant Depot, or the place I buy mine from, Amazon. They come with the lids, and they have the 120 pack or the 240 pack for $64.95. You will also need a hole punch because the lids don't have holes. When I first started selling lemonade, they didn't have these available on Amazon. There was maybe 1 or 2 people selling them, and they sold them for a really high price. I found out you can make these yourself for way cheaper in like a minute. If you want to know how to make those, let me know, but they do sell them on Amazon now. The ones that most people are using is $15.99, but trust me, ordering the materials and making it yourself is the best way to go, I promise you. But the one I currently have and love is this one for $7.99 on Amazon. If you don't want to use the deli containers and prefer to use regular plastic cups, I'd get these off of Amazon. They come with the flat lids for $26.95. You may need a stir spoon as well for $6.99 if you plan to use flavoring. When it comes to lemons, you also have options. You can get a slicer wedger like I have for $84.49 off of Amazon, which you can upgrade to the Sunkissed wedger that everyone loves and slices lemons like butter. Only off the Webstront website for $238.99. Or if you prefer to keep out the pulp and seed, you can buy a juice press off of Amazon for $79.99. You may can find these cheaper at other places. In addition, you will need a cutting board and a knife because you will need to cut the lemon in half to add it to the juicer. Now, when it comes to sugar, you're also going to have options. You can use granulated sugar as I do. You will need a 1/4 of a cup measuring cup. I got this stainless steel one off of Amazon for $5.26, and then you will need a sugar bin for the sugar, which you can just use the same bin that I got from Dollar Tree for $5. And then you will need a muddler. You can start out with a hand muddler like this one for $9.99 for a 4-pack, because honey, you're gonna need more than one, the way I be losing mine. Or you can upgrade to this muddler that I also have off of Amazon for $148.88. or you can get the ultimate upgrade that is only found on lemonadevending.com for $449, and it's called a pneumatic smasher, so you're going to need an air compressor for it. If you rather not use granulated sugar and prefer to use simple syrup, you will need these jugs to put them in, and this is off of Amazon for $25.99, and will only need a muddler if you're using real fruit for flavoring, and if you choose to use a slicer instead of a juicer. This is optional, but if you plan to do refills or use plastic cups with the sliced lemons and granulated sugar, you will need shaker cups. These are the ones I have on Amazon for $14.99, and I absolutely love them, y'all. They don't leak or anything. The next thing you will need is 2 ice coolers. One to hold loose ice for serving, and the other to hold bags of ice. The smaller one I'd get is the 48 quart for $24.98, and the bigger one can be the 120 quart for $79, both from Walmart. You will need an ice scoop, and I have this stainless steel one. I'm not exactly sure what size it is. If I had to guess, I'd say it is like a 12 ounce maybe, but I got it from the chef store. If you want to add flavors to your lemonade, you have options. Using syrups like I do, you can start out with 1, 2, 3 flavors. They have different name brands like Finest Call, Da Vinci, Monin, and Tarani. I use Monin and mostly Tarani. You can buy these at the chef store or just on their website. Get them, you will need some sort of syrup rack, and I got mine off of Amazon for $19.99. If you prefer to use real fruit, you will obviously need something to put them in. So same being, I put the lemons or the sugar in for that, the one I get from Dollar Tree for $5. And then when you cut up the fruit for serving, you can put them into this condiment caddy off of Amazon for $32.25. Next, you will need these rubber mats off of Amazon for $18.99. Something to hold your straws in. You can simply use a vase from Dollar Tree or this utensil holder at Walmart for $4.98. For water, you can start out with using a gallon of water or bottled water, then upgrade to using a 5-gallon water jug with a nozzle attached and stand like the one I use from Amazon for $28.29. When it comes to the hand washing station, you will need a hand washing cooler, and I got this one from Amazon for $49.99. You need a 5-gallon bucket to catch the waste in from Walmart, $3.84. You'll need dish detergent, Clorox, paper towels, and hand soap of your choice. Then you will need 3 bins for you to wash, rinse, and sanitize. And you can find these at Walmart for $3.96. You can order the wash labels from Amazon for $4.99. And lastly, you will need chlorine test strips from Amazon between $6.99 and $8.99, depending on how many you want in a pack. So adding up all these items mentioned, not including the price of a license, a permit, sugar, lemons, or ice, I came up with you spending at least $1,300 before taxes. Like I said, some of these items you may not use, or you can find something different to use instead. But again, this is for those with more money to invest. Use your first few setups and maybe your first season as a learning curve. The more you set up and sell, the better you get at it, and the more your business will grow. It seems like a ton of money, but I promise you will make the money back and more so quickly. People love lemonade, and some like myself didn't even think to add flavor or fruit to boost it. Again, if you have any questions, please email me at sunnyshakerz@yahoo.com. or just leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps. Bye, guys.